kit today is Garden Cafe, and I wanted to start off with this page just to show you. I didn't use any dye in this kit, and when you tie your papers really tight together, if you don't get your papers entirely wet while you're sandwiching everything, you end up with a lot of really white spots, and sometimes it looks nice, like right here. It looks really neat because it's picking up the stem of the leaves. But see over here how it just looks blotchy and really unfinished. The fix for this is to make sure and get your pages really wet, and I squirt mine with alum, and I would even maybe squirt it with a little bit of water too, and then put your leaves down. So that's my best idea for avoiding this. And then of course when you're using dye, just squirt your dye before you put your leaves down. Now my solution for this kit, I had a lot of this going on in this kit, is I just took some instant coffee and I mixed this up with warm water. And then I started off just filling in the white spots, and it was looking really blotchy and really bad. So what I ended up doing for just this kit is I started in the corner and I did the whole sheet because I don't want that stark white. So this was my solution for this kit to get rid of the stark white, and then it darkens the whole page, but at least you don't have those spots of pure white. You know what else you could do that I just thought of and didn't try is you could take your vintage photo ink, your distress ink, or even a distress oxide. I bet that would be really gorgeous. And then if your kit was colored and you had this problem, you could go ahead and use one of the colors of the inks or oxides. So there's always options. There's always fixes. I rarely let stuff get to me anymore. I used to let everything get to me when it came to art. But I've learned. I'm a recovering perfectionism crazy person. Okay, so now they're still very light and you still have all the variation, but it's just a way to get rid of that stark white. And it's kind of funny because I decided to name this Garden Cafe before I ever did this to any of the pages. But I will tell you, I put coffee in the bath with Rusty Bits for this kit. That's what I did in the bath for this one. Just a bunch of my erector set pieces to make rust and my hinges. And then I poured all the water and vinegar in, of course. Always vinegar. You always want vinegar. And then I just dumped in, I don't know, I never measure. I dumped in some instant coffee, and I like to use instant. I love the smell of it, and it's darker. I used to love to use vanilla nut, but now I'm real partial to instant. It's very inexpensive, and it does a beautiful job. So let me lay this on a paper towel over here out of the way. So see, you get to get rid of the starkness, and then you can let this dry and drop in a few more drops of coffee if you want, and then you can get a little bit more focused and see how dark that got right there. Okay, so that's my solution for that. This is not a good spot. So, like I said before, these grate pages from the grates I use to tie everything together, they just insist on being in the kit. They will not go away. So this side had some leaves on it, but you can't see any leaf prints, but that's how I ended up with the grungy spatter. So I really like this side. This side I don't really care for, but it's still a cool grand sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and add it to the kit as usual. And this again is a 12 piece, so it's 24. It's a 24 image kit. And I'm going to go ahead and play some music and flip through this. Things about this kit. Excuse me. I like to use scrub oak, but I finally cannot ignore the fact that scrub oak prints black every time I use it, and I knew this, and I chose to ignore it to my detriment on these last kits I did. And the reason I say that is because it just sometimes can be very out of balance with the kit. So, and then this one has some pink spatter and some yellow because I had some cross contamination. I did 3 kits the day I did this sheet, and I ended up with a little bit of cross contamination. So you will have this issue if you do more than 1 kit a day of different colors, unless you're insanely careful, which those days for me are over, thank goodness. But this kit is very, very, aside from this page, which I'm going to go ahead and include this, it's very extremely rustic. And the leaf prints, you know, I tried different leaves, and some print beautifully and some hardly show up at all. And I'm in Colorado, so I'm sure different parts of the world and different parts of the country, if you have different foliage, you can pick up some different things. This one here was very stark white, and the coffee pulled it all together. So I was glad that I thought to do that. And then this sheet here is my favorite in the kit, this side here, and it's got a few great marks. But I love it when the leaves come out like this. And I found that I get a lot better prints when I have some kind of liquid on the paper first. So save yourself some trouble and let that happen for yourself. Now you can layer this up as much as you want, but you know, once I get done with a project, I really am ready to move. I like to move on. So there's that kit, and if you have any questions about this, don't hesitate to ask, okay? I love to share this work and help other people to achieve good results and to help you guys have a good time, because life's too short not to have some fun and be creative. So feel free to ask any questions, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.